Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to PreMarket Prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Joel, it's crunch time. Only a few more hours, theoretically at least, until we're going to be on the other side, at least of tonight. Who knows what when the results will actually be known. But the market seems totally fine. The market seems unfazed. Everyone, go about your business. Go back to your drinks. Everything is fine. Nothing to see here, right?
The market elects a Republican, or the a Republican wins the election,
Yeah.
the market goes up. A Democrat wins the election, the market goes up. I mean
Stocks
that
should go
that's
up.
the
Yeah.
that's the way it is. It goes up no matter what. Strong day. Maybe caught people a little bit flat-footed. Nice overnight rally, and how many times do you see that parlay into a continuation move? Got above my highest number on my sheet. That was 33.70 and a quarter. We got to 82.75. So now you got to be thinking about this high 3,400 overnight, still within striking distance here. A big day, we get that all-time high. Next level on the upside, if you're trading tonight, 34.10. That was your October 27th high. And we never even got, the low was 31.50 today. When we had that little break midday, we didn't even get near mid range. So, bulls, everyone's bullish heading into the election here. They're bullish crude oil as well. That's up a buck 10 at 37.91. Gold's participating. That's up 15.80 at 19.0830. Still in a trading range. Holy mackerel! Look at that. 1860 to 1940. Maybe we can get out of the doldrums tonight on the election. And you have silver up 16.2 cents at 24.195. And what you had Bitcoin here, not only are you near that major $14,000 resistance, you're closing up there. So Bitcoin, gonna try and take out that $14,000 level.
So let's just start with like the big tech trade here because it's been a really tough few days here for tech, and today was just
They're
a
back.
buy the dip type of day.
Yeah, all the big components are green here. Apple, you had a little bit of a slide after that report Thursday after the close. The Friday on slide on Friday. Yesterday a quiet day, a pair of matching lows in the one. How low did we get? 107, 108 here. Pair of matching lows from that was actually from Friday and Monday, 107.32, 107.72. Nice rally up to 111.47. So not a huge rally, but nice rebound. Next daily high we're keeping an eye on is 111.99. That was your high on Friday. Real quick, Mr. Softy back above that $200 level. Took a little while. That looks like it's on the rebound here. If you're looking for another level of interest, 208.84, that's close to today's high at 208.12. And did Google make a new all-time high yet? Let's see with the Googster. Nope, not. Ooh, boy, this is interesting. Look at this 1660 level pressing up against it right now. High on earnings day, 1656.62. There's a look at some of the big tech.
All right, let's go to some movers here today. Let's look at Roku. They got hit on this headline out of Walmart, or I guess out of the Wall Street Journal, that Walmart is teaming up with Comcast to make and distribute their own smart TVs. Essentially, that would essentially compete with Roku. I'm not sure I understand this because didn't Comcast sell their stake in Hulu? Yeah, the Comcast owned a third of Hulu, and they sold it to Disney a year ago for almost $6 billion. And now they're saying, okay, so we don't want to own any of the content outside of like NBC stuff and Peacock, but we want our own smart TV. We want the pipes. We want our own
I don't
pipes.
know.
I don't know if I get this for Comcast, but just if you look at Roku here, a stock I hit on that headline, they already kind of bought the dip a little bit, but I'm not sure I get it from a Comcast standpoint.
Did find support. I mean, this stock has had an incredible run. Look where October was 180. We got to 240 In the middle of October, and then, man, I don't look at this chart every day, but if we've been looking at this one every day, I would have been saying, hey, what's going to happen if we lose 217? And kaplooey, we did lose 217. Made a new low for the move here. Let's see if that coincides with anything. Today's low 196.52. What did you have? Not really nothing there in the dailies. 197.95, 194.80. So let's see if this is a low here. Maybe this was just a little correction and get a bounce here. I don't know. It's moving away from that low. I think it's kind of hard to say that it's. Oh, look at that! The 50% retracement comes right back up, and the area is low high. Roku traders, you want to get up to 217, take out 217, and keep on going. That could be some major resistance moving forward. We'll see what
All
happens.
right.
Yesterday's high, Roku, 212.80. Still got a ways to go to that.
I want to go over to the chat here. I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes or so just doing
Wow, a chat
well,
extravaganza.
I mean, here's kind of the way I see it here is we've said all there is to say, right, about at the market. And we talked this morning about stocks that are going to be have news on ballots tonight: Uber and Lyft and cannabis and sports betting. And we know everyone knows by now who the quote unquote Trump stocks are, who the quote unquote Biden stocks are. We've discussed this ad nauseum. I just want to see what's on the chat's radar here because we didn't really get too much from the chat this morning. We kind of ran out of time for it. So I want to cover some takers here from the chat. How about APPS? This is a digital turbine. This is a like advertising, tech advertising infrastructure company that
How did they come up with that symbol from that?
I don't know.
Digital.
I don't know. But they're in the business of like digital advertising. That's their business.
It's not a bad business to be in, huh?
It's not.
Boom, boom, boom. I'll just give this one. I know you guys probably get sick of me doing this, but I mean, this is like the best way to take a look at stocks, right? You had a big break from that all-time high, came down, found support, and now you found your way halfway back here. Bulls and bears are battling it out right at this level. What the bulls want to see is like maybe just hang in here for a day or two, right? And then poke its head above and make a shot at 42.30. It looks like the all-time high. What the bears want to see is you put in a double top, a triple top here, you hang in, and then boom, another leg lower. You had a 16-point drop. I don't think it's in for another 16-point drop, but holding that level. Also, when I look at these retracements, I like to see some daily highs or lows there for extra confirmation. And you're getting that. I'm ahead the 50%. Let's just call it 34.50. And you got a high 34.97, 34.07. So important area, 34.50 for Digital Turbine Inc.
Here's one we don't talk about too often, if ever. URI, United Rentals. This isn't an all-time high, is it? Oh man, it might be.
United Rentals. If you can't buy it, rent it. I
think it is an all-time high.
Man, yeah, it is. Good call, Mr. Israel. This is the moment of truth here for this stock. You're looking at the monthly here. Last month's high came in at 203.57. This month's high, 202.64. So that's what you need for a breakout. Couple good days. Did it have earnings or something a few days ago?
A few days ago, yeah.
Yeah, because that's a big move.
Once they had earnings on the 28th.
Yeah, you just don't want to see up here it made a couple all-time highs and then kaplooey. I mean, this is a big move. I mean, it had a similar move, but it had a couple periods of consolidation. So for this one, a little bit too much, too fast, but you got yourself in and get yourself out of it.
All right, looking at the chat here, what else do I see? I see Restoration Hardware. Is that one still at all-time highs? It is not still at all-time highs.
Restoration Hardware, the stock that you love to hate. But holding on, this must have been an earnings beat or something, or some really good news. Been trying to fill the gap, still can't do it. It's hanging on. It's just hanging on. Boy, oh boy. I guess if you're still leaning long this thing, you had that low on Thursday at 30.64. I would lean on that once again, going into my old toolbox here. What your bulls you want to see? You want to boom. You want to get back up to this area. And that is 341. No, it's higher than that. It is 371. And you got a high right there, man. You want to get up there, hold it, close it, boom, and then go back up to all-time highs. So that's what I'm looking for. Looks like you got room up to that 370, 371 area on this little bounce. Currently trading at 360.55. S&P's knocking on the door a couple times, man, of the whole time of the high of the day. But not quite yet with 9 minutes to go. Didn't see the imbalances, but up 400 million to sell. That's nothing. That's nothing. Not much here. What else you want? What else is the chatting about?
You know what's interesting here? Cannabis kind of just gave not all of it back, but it gave a lot of it back today. If you look at CJC or Kronos, they all dipped at the open. I mean, they're off the lows of the day, and they're still well in the green from a couple days ago. But
that's exactly what Triple D was talking about, right? You have an event, a perceived event, right? So they don't care if you're buying this here and here and here and here and here, and you see this day yesterday. Are you going to hang around to see what happens to the election? No, cha-ching. And that's what you had here. So a little bit of profit taking. I don't know, what ballots on what states or whatever. I mean, still the stock is in an extended downtrend. I don't see how you can say that any other way looking at the monthly chart. So it's a rally, it's a counter trend rally in a bear market in the stock. But that's all I can really say about it.
All right. I haven't looked at Zoom in like 2 days.
I guess it's gotten killed,
like that's 2 days too long.
Zoom. It was due, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are working on some new software, right?
Yeah. We'll be using something else tonight for the election watch party.
Okay. All right. You can see the line that I had in there before.
Yeah.
498.63. That held that low. Probably when someone asked about it, we were probably trading right here, in this area, trying to get back over 550. And I probably said, oh, you lose that 498. Look out. And that's exactly what happened. No lows in this area. You do have a couple lows here. Little bit tighter range today. So maybe the seller, maybe got a big fish out of it. Volume pretty steady, coming down a little bit today. Lower highs, 1, 2, 3, 4 lower highs. You did not make a lower low of the move today. So Zoom, there is some hope for a little rebound here. Of course, one hell of a run. So I don't even know where to start figuring the retracements in this thing. Also, if just for blanks and giggles, what was the close from last month? The close from last month was 460.91. Keep an eye on that. Made the all-time high in September, closed at 470.11. And then last month got hit a little bit, closed at 460.91. So even though we've been over the last 3 months as high as 588.84 and as low as 345.68, look at this. I mean, look at all these closes in the same area. That tells you that this is an important area. And I keep 470 for right now. Major S&P's little bump there. Selling balances bought up 82.75. Looks like we have some buyers into the close.
So what about BABA here? 1 month of gains out the window in a day. We were wondering this morning if the Hong Kong Stock Exchange was going to come in and say anything because the Shanghai had halted the Ant Financial IPO. This morning, Hong Kong did come out and say, yep, we are also suspending or halting the Ant IPO on our exchange. So BABA owns 10% of that company, and it never really stood a chance today. Although I'm still of the personal belief that
they're going to do it.
They're going to find a way to do it. Just a question of when.
Really, look at this. Really calming down here. I'll get the pre-market chart in there for better illustration of the price action. We talked about just, you don't have to dip, your toe in the water right away in this thing. It turned out you did get a more of a vacuum move. And let's see, I just gonna look at this. Just looking at this level tomorrow. This close. This is a big area. Someone definitely wants to own some stock, and someone's definitely sell it to them. So, I think your closing price for today will be good. Will be a good level tomorrow because that's man. You've been in a range since what 3 o'clock? No, 12, 13:30, 1:30. Man, look at that. Finally, the algo's got a grip on this one, Spencer. We've traded in a range from 284.47 to 286.93 since 1:30. Up, someone decided they didn't want to see the market close on the highs here, and the
It's too
S&Ps are
easy. It's
now.
too easy.
Yeah, man, they're slinging in there. There's going to be some nice action tonight. But anyway, Baba settling down here. Didn't quite get to fill the gap. Has a couple gaps in the chart. But bad day for Baba. Oh, they're selling. Oh, who's selling in there? Is that the chat selling? We just lost about 13, 14 handles there. Tried to sniff the high of the day. Now pull back. Still going to be a nice gain for the market over the last 2 days.
All right, Joel. FedEx here. A nice few days after the dip last week. Actually, wait, did it fill the gap all the way there? Did it? No, not quite. It came
No.
close though.
Oh, did it? Oh, look at that. Spencer, the gap trader, 285, 258.55. You were looking at this is a teeny leaning little gap there. What did you get to? You got to no, you did get to it. You got to 55.85.
Okay.
I don't know what you got, but I think this one, technically, this one's easy peasy for me. And this is what is going to determine what the stock does. I don't care what Mark Chaikin says. But here you go. You've had a I like Mark. There you go. Ooh, getting half of it back right now. You had that all-time high at 269, oh, 280.50, 280. Wait, no, higher than that. 293.30. I do that pretty closely. You broke down to 55.56, climbing its way back. You're running into some old lows here too, which is kind of interesting. You had these old lows to contend with, but that's what you want to see. You want to get up here, close here, get a little momentum, maybe get a little upgrade, and get back to that all-time high. That's what I'm looking at in FedEx.
Novador, any earnings that I'm interested in? Short answer, no.
No. I don't think
No. There is not a single earnings report
I
after
don't.
the close today that I'm interested in.
Are we going to be talk earnings? Are we going to talk ratings? Or
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're going to have a few other things to talk about come tomorrow. Well,
there are reports. There are like 30 or 40. No, there's like 50 or 60 reports out tonight, but
I looked at them. They're like
none of them are interesting. So,
a horse with no name.
Prudential Financial, like there. I don't know. That's not very interesting.
Look at this. Get a piece of the rock, right? Remember those commercials? Or are you too young for that? For Prudential.
I mean, I know Prudential, but
well, there's what the market can do in 4 minutes, folks. Looking like an all-time, or closing near the high of the day. And then someone just said, oh, that's a nice 2-day move. But I want out. And there you go. There's there it is. There it is. Boom. Someone saw a 5 million bet on Trump at 3-1. That's a big bet. All right. Anything else, Spencer, before we wrap up?
We'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do Peloton.
Peloton, yeah. I want to
Against
sell
that.
that thing. I know I should have sold that thing, but I said I should have sold it at like 70, 80, 90, 100. Where's it at now? Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Finding some support here in this area. Thing is, it's not bolting out of there. So there you go. 3 lows. The lowest of the lows is 109. You're settling $2.50 above that. I don't know. Pair of highs looming. Ooh, this is pretty easy. 110 to 116. 2 highs at 116.21, 116.32, and trying to get off the mat there. Peloton after reaching, what's the all-time high there? 140. 139.75. We just lost 23 handles, and we are still going 25 handles, 26 handles, 27 handles. In how many minutes here? Holy mackerel. Well. Oh, and we're still going. Man, someone wants to sell, and there you go, folks. That's a pretty big move. So someone wanted to sell some stock and sell some futures. That's what they did. So that looming high for today, big number, 33.8275, because I'm sure a lot of people got stuck in this little vacuum here. Even like me, who was thinking it was going to close on the high.
All right, pencils down, except for those of you trading in the after-hour session. Reminder, we'll be doing a Benzinga News Desk watch party tonight from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Myself and a handful of our news deskers, some writers, some editors. Joel and Dennis you guys are going to stop by. I don't know when you're going to stop by, but you should definitely stop by.
What time are you going on, Spencer?
I'll be on the entire time, so we'll have to coordinate after this. But it's going to be super casual. We'll be talking election developments. We'll be talking markets and the overnight session and the futures and the forex pairs and
not me. I won't mean but talking no forex.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But it'll be we're just going to hang out and we're going to enjoy it. It's a great day for democracy. If you haven't voted,
a great day for democracy. That's a good way to put it, Spencer.
Yeah. I'm optimistic. Well, what's the word that I'm thinking?
Optimistic is the word you're choosing.
I think election day is a great day. It's a great day for the country, and I think everyone should be in a good mood because not everyone gets the chance that we get, and I'm thankful for that. Reminder: hit the like button. We appreciate all the likes and the super chats and the comments.
Whoa, Spencer, what are you doing in this market? Holy!
I'm just talking to you. I'm not doing anything.
You are crushing the market. Yeah, maybe we can all get on the show tomorrow, hold hands, and sing Kumbaya.
Hey, that will be fine by me too. Please remember all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a good rest of your night. Go vote if you haven't had the chance to do that.
Go vote twice. I mean, what the hell? I mean, really be a good American.
That's advice. Sure. All right, everyone. Have a good one. If you hang out with us later, great. If we don't see you, have a good night. We will see you in the morning.